isn't it? No hands. See, it's finally a steady camera. So welcome to the sort of walkthrough. It's going to be an interesting time. You know, sometimes in life you make a lot of plans, and all of a sudden, all these plans go to shit. Right? Now, you remember I've been banging on about the house move and how, you know, I like to think that I had everything under control, that I was going to have all the work wound up and everything was going to be done easily in time and make it as least stressful as possible. Well, unfortunately, it doesn't work like that. I get the keys on Monday. It's Wednesday now. Between now and then, although we will have a couple of days after that before we start the actual, big part of the move, I've got to finish encoding the videos for the ZBrush book, which is out in July, by the way. 800 pages, so it's longer than the other two put together, as I always said. Not that I'm bragging around it, of course. Well, actually, I am. Anyway, all ruled by me, nobody helping, right? Just thought I'd point that bugger out. Anyway, I've got all that to do. They're all encoding for a couple of them while I'm out now. I've also got to finish off a couple of other jobs I have lying about. One of them which has dragged on so long it's unreal. Now this guy knows that he has until the day of the move, well actually the night before the move, and whatever's not done remains undone. And it'll have to be passed on to the other artists I'm working alongside, because there's simply no way that this move's going on hold for a job that, to be honest, isn't as big as the stuff I normally do. Right? I do apologise for the wind, but there's not a hell of a lot I can do. So you see, you can either have no wind and the camera wobbling about a lot, or no wobbles and a bit of wind. Now I'm actually down beside the stream. I suppose you can technically see I'm lost, right? Well, I'm not really lost. I'm sort of just, I know where my rough geographical location on the map, just not exactly sure where I'm at. I thought I'd have a bit of an explore because, chances are I'm only got another week, maybe two, pushing it before we'll be leaving Langley Park. I thought I'd have a look at all the places I haven't seen before. You'd think inside of 3 years I'd have had a bit more of a look, wouldn't you? But there you go. I've also had a rather large job being offered to me. Now you will have to excuse me if I can't go into details, because this is sort of uber, we will tear your balls off if you mention more than we've told you can, sort of NDA. I was offered a job, and it's something to do with Doctor Who. It's not a toy, it's not a still image, it is moving, and it's CGI, all of it. That's all I'm saying. Am I pleased? Well, I thought I said, I'm a bit busy, I don't think I can do it. Did that bollocks? I said yes, please. Being a Doctor Who fan. Now, it's going to be pretty heavy time constraints, but luckily, the BBC are not in a massive hurry, so the deadline isn't as harsh as they have been in the past for me, so that's perfect for me. I might be able to get quite a bit done once I'm moved in, when I'm not online, and I'm basically supposed to be doing other things. I might have to mess around, 3 in the morning here and there, and stuff like that. As you've probably guessed, judging by my voice going up about half an octave, I'm a bit stressed. Basically because I'm a control freak. You should know that by now. I have control usually over every aspect of my life and those around me, because it's the easiest way to do things. I realise that sounds a bit, that's a Machiavellian old bastard, that's it. So now that things are not going according to plan, I'm not as happy because I know how many things can go wrong. Luckily, I've just had a couple of nice big checks that I was waiting for come through today, so I'll bang them in the bank probably more, and that'll cover a lot of the expenses after the move, because the move, it's not people who've moved house, they own their own house, stuff like that, know what I mean. It's like the expense doesn't stop when you finish moving. You can guarantee something will need replacing, or there'll be something you're missing, or something's broke. So you've got to put money to one side. Plus, then you see all the bills from this house will all be wound up when we get a massive load of huge bills come in, and you've got to have the money to cover them. I am hoping this time that we don't have the problem we had when we moved here, because we were offline for 3 months due to fuck-ups by the ISPs. And it nearly drove us insane because we couldn't check it. We'd pay all our bills online. It was a pain in the arse. It got really hairy. So this time, at least if things go really tits up on that front, it's only about a mile to my mother's house, and I can just use, my Bluetooth connection. But there you go. So, hopefully the video of this is not, too weird. I'm not sure if you can see this, but there's a shed load of sheep behind me. I'll just show you. I'll go check time anyway. You see, loads of sheep and lovely river. Go down a bit further. Now this is the point where I might actually fall. So nice deep water goes right across there. Now what you can't see is over by that tree, there's the biggest swarm of midges, flies and wasps I've ever seen in my life. So there you go. Bit of a change of scenery, eh? Why not? Now, Kane's away today, as usual, with it being a Wednesday, that's why I'm doing these. And he went a little bit later. So the plans I had for, doing some relaxing stuff while I'm waiting for the other PC rendering these, footages out, sort of screwed up a bit, right? So I'm going to have to sort of play by ear, so I might have a bit of a longer walk than usual today. Now I'm going to start walking back because I want to get back on my normal walk, or the normal if you want. This isn't the walk that you see on the normal, sort of the old Wayne cast and the last walk through. This is the other one, the one I normally dislike. It's an offshoot from that. It does mean I've got to go through this massive field. It's massive. There's all sorts of things you see lying about. I'll cover some of the stuff in the next part, that's what I'm doing at the moment and things I'm messing around with. To be honest, I'm going to be very glad when this book comes out. I'm going to be honest with you, it was a bit of a kick in the nuts when, instead of it being, out early, it came out late. Now the trouble was, partially that was my fault because, and because we actually didn't realise exactly how long this bloody book is. And how complex it is. Now everything's got to be checked. Now with the technical editor was Glenn Southern, good mate of mine, and then it has to do through all the normal edits for correct English and stuff like that, and make sure it makes sense. And it's easy for somebody who knows the program inside out to go through this stuff and say, yeah, that's fine. But it's got to be for somebody who has never approached the program before as well. So it's got to go through a few checks, and it's been through all those. Now, but again, this book was handed in, by the way, at the start of March. Right? It takes a while to do this stuff. If you're doing a shorter book, you can have it out in no time. Now, Pixelogic have said, look, once it's out, we'll give it the same promotion as we're giving all the other books. So there's not some big conspiracy going on, right? At the moment, there's no point putting it on Zebra Central or the Pixelogic site because we need the preview chapters and stuff like that. I'm also going to have a little word with Wordware about releasing one of the videos that won't make it on the DVD as a freebie. This is a long freebie on hard surface modelling. But anyway, I'll catch you in the next one.